reaching for no chain. My little homie clutching a ride, ready to blow your.
This is why I tell y'all, don't be stealing. Y'all see this position Buddy in right here? I'm confused how he got in this position. Looks very uncomfortable. He looked very tired. And the person doing the position looked very for real. Like he looked dedicated to the position he got this man in, bro. Now, he gonna explain how he ended up getting him in this position, bro. And they say he a black belt. So let's watch.
Hey, that my neck, please.
What? Don't move.
I'm not.
I'm gonna put you to sleep, bro. Either that, I'm gonna break your arm if you try to move. Me and my dad were coming back from running the errand.
How in the hell did you get put in one of those full Nelsons with the leg? Bro, how was that even possible, bro? You look stupid.
And, I think that burglar had been like staking out our house or something. You know, when we showed up, he was in my dad's house. My dad didn't notice that he was inside the house. As my dad came back outside, he tried to jump out the back window, and I happened to be in the backyard. And so that's when I ran into him, but I didn't notice that the window was open. I just assumed that he was either somebody that was on drugs and that was lost, or that he actually had considered breaking into our house, but he hadn't done it yet. He said he was running from a dog and if he could go out through the back, so I was like, yeah, go ahead, man. And so he jumped through the back fence, and then like a minute later, I noticed that he had actually already been inside the house and made a mess in there, and I didn't know if he had...
He let him go, chased him, went in the house, seen that the stuff was messed up, and still had an opportunity to chase him down and get him in a full Nelson with the leg. How was that even possible, bro?
Hurt my dad or anything, so I jumped the fence, chased him through the alley for about a block, finally caught up to him. He turned around and faced me, and at that point I wasn't sure if he was gonna have a weapon or a gun or he was just ready to like fight me. But I think he was so gassed out that he didn't want to fight, so he just wanted to kind of talk about it. And so I grabbed him by the shirt and I was like, hey man, let's go talk to my dad and let's find out exactly what happened. I took him back to my dad. My dad had no idea what was going on. And I said, hey dad, I think this guy just broke into your house. We checked out the window and sure enough, he had messed up the window and made a mess in the house. Finally, my dad asked him like, well, how old are you, man? And the kid was like, well, I'm 21 years old. And then that's when my dad was like, well, you're gonna have to go to jail, dude. And that's when he lost his temper and just started going crazy. And I was able to control him using the jiu-jitsu that I trained, that I learned from Barrett, you know? So thank God for that. I was able to keep calm about it. I don't know how it happened, but immediately I came here. I grabbed him by the arm here and he fell on his face, but he kind of came to his side. And so I came to this position here. I told him to stop moving or I was gonna break his arm. And then he kept trying to get out of it. And then so he came here and he started to, like if you come to your knees and then try to stand up a little bit. Oh. And then I got to this position and then he tried to stand up. And so this is where I considered either going here with the arm break. But as he was standing, I've seen videos of people getting their heads slammed in the back of their head. If you could stand up and show how that one. And then he would slam me. And that was dangerous, right? And so as he was on his knees and I seen him stand up, I grabbed his leg here. And that's when we got to this position here. But he turned that way slightly. And so I held this position. And I think this is the safer position because his teeth wouldn't been in my stomach and he could have bit me. And also I didn't want him to bring his weight on top of me to finish the triangle, to get the better angle, because I would be on my back and he'd be able to punch me. And if he were to get here, he could have bitten me or something and that would have been super dangerous.
The jiu-jitsu is low-key an art. Cause like, it's a different move for every move that the opponent makes. You feel me? He had to adjust and then somehow he ended up with the full Nelson leg thing.
It's comfortable in this position. I feel like I could have like broken the arm there. And then at some point I did squeeze it and I could tell that he was choking. I just wanted to make sure that if I had to finish the triangle, I could have still finished it at this angle. And then I was controlling his wrist so he wouldn't be able to punch me. So I started doing jiu-jitsu about 14 years ago, and thankfully I was able to like be calm enough to hold that triangle position. So the neighbor filmed it, and then I was like, oh dude, did you get that? And he's like, yeah, and I was like, send it to me. because I want to post it on my Instagram. I didn't really think much about it, but I love to record all my matches, and this one just happened to be out in public. And so I posted it. I didn't even get a chance to take a shower. I just had to go straight to work because I was late for a tattoo appointment that I had. Maybe like 45 minutes later, the media shows up to the tattoo shop and was like, dude, do you see what's happening to your video? Like, everyone's watching it. Could we do a story on you? And then I checked my Instagram and it was like so many people were checking it out, and then it was getting shared by other people. I do feel a little bit strange because of all the attention that I was getting based on someone's like downfall, basically. But on the other hand, I'm kind of happy that we're able to promote jiu-jitsu, and then we're able to promote people learning how to defend themselves. I train here at the arena, and this is where my training martial arts family is at. And I hope more people find, if they don't come here to the arena, they find their local gym and they're able to like learn how to defend themselves and feel confident and not have to be scared when they're out in the world.
Boy, if I could give anybody advice, I would say get on your jiu-jitsu vibes, because that saved him from that situation turning into a whole nother type situation. You know, that was a win on top of a win, because first off, he got to find and catch and capture and hold down the person who attempted to take their stuff. Not only did he take them down, he avoided getting beat up in the process of taking them down. And on top of that, he ended up going viral for doing something heroic. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I encourage everybody to find some type of way to defend yourself, bro. Defending yourself is the key. Not only is it the key to protecting your belongings, shit, from this right here is the key to success as well.
Bring my bread right now. Bring my money, nigga. Bring my bread right now.